If you're planning to start a garden for 2026, then now is the time to start thinking about getting started. The new year is only a few days away, and that means we need to get this space in order. I'm in my grow space in my basement, and it's looking a mess right now. I'm kind of embarrassed to show you what this space looks like, but this is real life, and this is what happens at the end of a gardening season. We need to get this space today organized, move a lot of my grow shelves to their new home, clean out all the containers that we left from the 2025 season and sanitize them, and then get rid of all the things that we don't need in this grow space anymore, things that have accumulated over the years that just don't make sense to keep. If you're new here, hi guys, my name is Marsha. I'm the Black Thumb Gardener, and I live in Ontario, Canada, USDA Zone 5B, and welcome to my grow room. If you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe, and if you're returning, welcome back, and thank you for supporting my channel. Now let's get started. Okay guys, so this is my seed starting space, and I'm in a little corner in the basement. And in this space, I have a sink, and this is where I'm going to be washing all of my containers. I have a little fold-up table here that is very handy. I do most of my seed starting on this table, and I have a lot of my containers. Some of these I have washed, but I think I'm going to do another wash anyways. And then I just have a bunch of things from the season I've dumped here: containers, bottles, grow bags. This is my Rainbird irrigation system. I'm pretty sure there are seeds on here. There's a lot of stuff here I've just dumped at the end of the season. And then underneath here, I have a bunch of containers that I want to sort through and get rid of. And then over here, I have my grow rack. So I have two grow racks that I use, and I can't remember where I picked these up. I think they're maybe at Home Depot, I'm not sure, but this is where I start all my seeds. So I want to move these racks to the back. And then back here, I just have, again, more irrigation stuff. I have a fan that I use for my seed starting. And then I have a rack of just random things. And then in addition, back here, I have, this was my kids' storage, an IKEA storage system that I used to use for the kids' toys when they were younger. I don't know, like a GTX snow racer, because we're in Canada, of course, and just a bunch of random things that need to be removed. This is the part of the seed starting season that I don't really like. I'm not really a fan of the cleaning. I love starting seeds, all kinds of seeds, but having to clean up the space before I get started is such a drag. I don't want to do it, but we have to get things clean, because when I did my fall garden and I started my seeds indoors in the summer, I ended up with aphids and spider mites in my grow room. I don't even know how that happened. So I'm worried that that stuff is still lingering in this grow space. And that's one of the reasons I just want to take everything out, put things back where they belong, clean things along the way, disinfect all my containers again, even though I think I've cleaned them already at least once, and then put things back and get things started and start my seeds, because I really don't want to have another infestation of aphids and spider mites, because that will just be a total pain. So I just want to get everything cleaned up and put away nicely. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just remove everything from this space, at least everything except for the grow racks behind me. And then that way I can get a better view of what this space looks like, and then put everything back that I'm keeping and reorganize things. And then whatever I'm not keeping, I'm just going to put in a pile to donate or give away. And that includes a lot of my seed starting containers too. I've accumulated a ton of seed starting containers over the years. And there are things that I love, and those things I'll keep. And there are things that just don't make sense and never really work that well that I plan to donate and give away. So let's get all of the stuff out of my grow space and reassess what we have and put everything back.
When you pull me
Look guys, more grow bags. I didn't even know I had these. I think these are small grow bags. I got them from the dollar store, $1.50.
But I feel so alive. What a tragedy in disguise. Some kind of beautiful. Your signal finds me glowing in the static. Maybe it's worth it though. You've been the light, the way you move is magic. And the fever's automatic. I don't care if this love is cruel or tragic. Some kind of beautiful. Only you can reach me through the static.
Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves. How can you not do Guitar Hero with your broom? Like it just, I feel like that's something you just do, right? Man, there is so much going on in this space. It's, I can't believe how dirty it is, to be honest, guys. I'm really embarrassed at showing you what this space really looks like right now. But honestly, things got away from me. They really did. They just completely got away from me. And at least we're doing it now. We're getting the space prepped and ready. And when starting season starts, when we start our seeds, things will look so much better. So much better. We have a lot of spiders down here too, so this space looks so much better, so much cleaner too. Everything is gone except for these grow racks. I'm gonna move them back there. But oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've seen this space clean. Wow. Okay, let's move these racks. Guys, this looks so much better. I think moving the grow racks from the side over to the back wall just looks so much better, and it feels like the space is just a little bit bigger, because back here we had that chunky storage unit, and now with the grow racks here, it feels like it's a bigger space. Now I still have to put the table back because I still love my table for seed starting, but I just think having this space right here, it just makes so much sense and it looks so much better. Okay, before I put the storage unit back in, I want to talk about this little shelving unit here. I picked this up a long time ago and I've just kind of been stuffing random things here. I want to get rid of this, so I'm going to take everything off of this and drink the Coke that I have there and put it on the table behind me, and then I can go through everything that's here, get rid of this storage unit, and then only put in the white one and put in the bins and reorganize everything.
Baby, now we're strangers, just two people in a crowded room. I don't even know your name yet, but I know I'm gonna fall for you. Walking over to you with a drink in my hand. They say I move too fast, but I don't give a damn. Don't know your name yet, but I know you're gonna fall for me too. Make it cinematic, love like fire on the big screen. I only advise for you.
So these are the bins I picked up from IKEA to replace the plastic ones that I had from when the kids were babies pretty much. This is a great solution, and I have some plastic ones I put at the bottom, some smaller ones that are here, and then some bigger ones. And I think this will be really good storage for a lot of my seed starting supplies. I do have a couple that are left over. I'll see what I'm going to do with it later. Maybe I'll keep them and I'll put some other seed starting supplies in here because I really like this mesh one. And if not, then I'll just return it to IKEA. So I have like the gray plastic ones on the bottom and then the mesh ones at the top. I may rearrange the system, but I kind of like how it looks now. Excuse the SpongeBob. But yeah, I like how it looks, and I think it's going to be a really good storage system. This way I don't have to buy something new. I can reuse what I already have. But I love the IKEA systems because you can just, replace the containers and spruce it up a bit and make it more, adult or mature without having to get rid of the entire system. So I can't remember what the name of the system is. I'm trying to look at the tag. If anything, I'll put it in the description if you're interested in learning which system this is.
We make it cinematic. Our love's like that. It's such a blessing. I only advise for you. Baby, I go crazy. So damn lonely when you're not around. But I'm not afraid to chase ya. I'll find you in the neon lights. Walking over to you with
Day 2 of my grow room reset, and after about 5 hours yesterday of cleaning, I was exhausted, and so I just went to bed. And now we're back today finishing up the grow room reset. Everything in the grow room is finally clean except the containers, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Today is a wash day, cleaning and disinfecting all of my seed starting containers. It feels spacious now with the grow racks at the back. The lights are on the grow racks. I just put it on for today. I cannot wait to get seed starting going. Look at this. Everything just looks so clean. We have the sink, my seed starting table. We have the repurposed drawers. So everything has a home now. And then my 2 grow racks. And I have some containers there and some containers there. Okay, now we're by the sink area. We're going to be spending all of our time in this space washing containers nonstop. So I have a few supplies with me. So starting off with some bleach, we're going to be adding some bleach to the water to disinfect the containers. I have some cleaning cloths that I just keep on hand. Some cleaning towels I'm going to be laying on the table just to soak up all the excess water. And then of course some gloves because we need to protect the nails. So today I'm going to start off by washing my Bootstrap Farmer containers. Some of them have already been disinfected. I think this pile is already clean, so I don't need to wash these. Yeah, they look clean. I remember after my fall garden, I did disinfect some of the containers. So I think this pile is done, but everything else here needs to be disinfected. This is brand new. I picked this up at Lee Valley, and these are the 6 cell trays for Bootstrap Farmer. But even though this is new, I'm still going to wash it off just to be safe. And everything else I'm going to be cleaning. I have these containers. I have the bigger Bootstrap containers. Actually, I'll just show you quickly. So usually I'll start my seeds in this, then I'll level it up or pot it up into this. And then if I really need to, for really big things, I'll pot it up into this. So I do have quite a few sizes. This year I'm excited because I have the 6 cell trays. So I might start the seeds in here maybe, oops, I might start the seeds in here, then pot it up here, and then if I really need to, get to this level. I love these systems. I've been using it for the past maybe 2.5 years, and it's hard plastic, very durable, and easy to wash, easy to clean. Really good system.
I used to jump without looking. Didn't care if I fell too hard. Now I keep my hands in my pockets. Overthink every scar. I've traded daisy chains for loose ends and no connection. I've traded summer breaks for long nights and lost direction. I know I've made mistakes, but never learned my lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where did she go? I swear she was just here, running the show, so unafraid. Wish I could go back to those days. Where did she go? Is she hiding in me? Behind dreams I used to dream. Help me see the world the way I used to do. My life was just cruel. I used to wish on dandelions, just blowing home into the breeze. Now I'm scared to make a simple promise when nothing stays the way it seems. Where did she go? I swear she was just here, running the show, so unafraid. Wish I could go back to those days. Where did she go? Is she hiding in me? Behind dreams I used to dream. Help me see the world the way I used to do. My life was just cruel. Life was just cruel.
So this is a final view. Everything looks so nice and clean. And there's so much space here. Just look at it. I've organized this entire area, removed a ton of things, dropped them at the dump and to the donation center. This is where we cleaned all of our containers. That area is tidy now. The table is finally empty. When we first got here, it was filled with containers, junk, things that needed to be put away, and now it's finally clean. And then we have a storage unit here. We repurposed my kids' storage unit. We put in some new drawers from IKEA. I believe it's the Trofast system, but again, I'll add that in the description below. It was over there. It was dusty, filled with gunk. We cleaned it up, and finally we have a space for all of our seed starting supplies. We have wicking mats here. This is where all of my labels, my tape. Down here is where we have our snail roll supplies, some gloves. Down here is where our irrigation stuff is sitting. And then over here we have all of my seeds. Now, this is not a good spot to put all of my seeds because The lights are right here, and I think it's going to interfere with some of these seeds. So long term, I need a better place to put them in some sort of closed storage area, and maybe putting them in here would have been better. So I'll figure this out long term. Here is where I have some spare baskets. These are the extra, so I might return these to IKEA. And inside are my seed starting bowls. And then we have the grow racks. We moved both of these grow racks. They were standing over here before, and now we've moved them to the back, and I love it. I think this is the perfect place for the grow racks. And we have all of the Grow Ease containers at the top, any of my humidity domes, and any of the trays that we need. Everything is looking good. We have our seed starting supply, so our potting mix, our seed starting mix, perlite, vermiculite, all of that is down here. Any boxes I have, I use as risers because my lights don't go up and down, so I use boxes, so they're down there. And then we have the fan for some ventilation. And then we have our little trolley here, which can move, and I can kind of put it anywhere I want. And this has the Bootstrap Farmer seed starting supplies, and it just fits perfectly here. And then any of our chemicals and anything else that we need for the season. Guys, I love it. Oops, we have our light fixture here. I love it. I absolutely love it. Guys, thank you for joining me in this Clean With Me video. I hope you had fun like I did. It was a lot of work, actually. It was a lot of work, but we finally did it. We finally got this grow room clean and set up for seed starting season. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow along as we start the entire garden all over again from seed for 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.